Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Player Sonic here, and welcome back to another video talking about Lost Ark Online. It's been 7 days since the G trailer was released, showing so much amazing information about this game, but after that, there hasn't been any more information to talk about, so I haven't been able to do anything, so I decided let me just go back and do some of the stuff I wasn't able to do, because as you guys know, on the day that the game was, the G trailer was released, I kind of went and talked a little bit, hints and bits about the game itself, but I never really went into pure details about it. So let's get into it. First of all, the storyline. I'm assuming it's gonna be basic MMO style story where you have to go out, talk to the NPCs, take your missions, go straight back, do whatever it is that you have to do, then come back. So, in that aspect, there has been so many talks about whether this game is an MMO or not, and I'm here to clarify this, that it is an MMORPG. It has all the aspect of an MMORPG, and it has the exploring new areas, dynamic monsters, events. It literally is an MMO. Even the developers themselves have come out and said this game is an MMORPG. So, hopefully I've debunked all that stuff. I know some people were curious about it, but yes, it is an MMORPG. So, you can expect all the basic stuff of an MMORPG, leveling system, upgrading your stats, choosing which choosing which stats you want to upgrade. Pretty much the basic MMORPG. And it'll be able to tell a story based on, I'm assuming it's gonna tell a story based on what characters you pick, since the characters are gender locked. I would assume that each of them will have their own voice in this game. Like, I'm assuming they will be able to tell the story from their perspective, so that would be pretty interesting. Now, in my video, I never actually went and talked about the classes that were revealed. I only said that there were 8 classes announced in the trailer, but I never actually went and discussed in more details about the classes. So, without further ado, let's go and talk about each of the classes, starting with the order as they were revealed, hopefully. Because, I'm just recording this, so I'm looking at the video, but I'm gonna try and match them up. So the first class that was revealed was the Battle Master, which uses an elemental system. The Battle Master is kind of a female monk who specializes in close range combat and can deliver devastating attacks. And she has the capabilities of controlling all the elements, because as you can see in the trailer, she did a fire attack, then she did a lightning attack, chained it with an ice attack, and then she can also control the wind. So that's pretty amazing. She looks like the type of person I would kind of want to play as, because I do like close combat, and close combat seems to be really my thing. So I'll be keeping my eye on this class and seeing what she can do, because she looks pretty amazing. The next class that was kind of revealed was the Devil Hunter, which uses a multi-weapon system. It's been described that this guy is pretty much, well, for me personally, he looks like one badass hunter. I think this guy is basically for people who like to play tactically, because he seems to be able to switch between a dual pistol, shotgun, rifle keys, and he also has a shotgun as well, which seems to be one of his most powerful attacks revealed in the trailer. So for me personally, he wouldn't be my playstyle. I don't like long range playstyle, but I'm sure there'll be people out there who are like drooling over this guy, saying yes. I'm glad that they're applying so many playstyles, but for me, I'm not really I'm not really a long range class, but that's pretty cool. Now the next class that was revealed was the Arcana, which is a roulette system. So this girl, she pretty much does various range DPS damages. So she pretty much uses her cards and amplifies them with magic, and she's able to, do damage with them. That's all I can say, really. She does have a fortune spin thing where she's able to randomly select cards that will do different types of abilities. I honestly can't talk more about this class, because I know there's a class like this out there. I'm not, I can't remember, to be honest, really. And I wouldn't even play as this class to begin with. Alright, so the next one is the Warlord, which uses a lance rifle. This is a tank class, which uses a shield and a portable lance cannon, which is actually a rifle. So it's like a gun and a sword combined together, which is really interesting. And the class, this is probably another class I would probably use after the Battle Master, because I do like close range, and this guy has a mixture of close range and, you know, short range. So the next class is the Infighter, which is similar to the Battle Master, but the Infighter uses Chi energy, and she is the only class who doesn't actually have mana bar, but instead uses a red and green energy bar. Now I have absolutely no idea what the red and green energy bar actually does, but I am assuming they'll pretty much do exactly the same what the mana bar would do. They will just, you know, I guess green bar would be for special abilities and red bar would be for melee attacks. I'm not too sure. The summoner is pretty much, well, what the name says. She's pretty much a magician. She's able to summon creatures of various elemental types, from, you know, ice golems, fire dragons, lightning, tiger, I don't know, anything that you can think of. Probably she'll be able to summon it in the terms of magic. Really, she's able to also combine them together fluidly, and, you know, that's what she does. Alright, the next class is the Berserker, which uses a rage system. So he's pretty much the ultimate AoE class by delivering huge cleave attacks and giving the ability to also transform into a fiery rage state for 1 minute, which is kind of interesting. It'd be cool for, you know, combinations and stuff like that. Now I have kind of touched on a little bit on the tripod system, which, you know, allows you to combine certain abilities together. So let's say I want to combine lightning style with, okay, how do I describe this to you guys? I know exactly what the system is, I just don't know how to explain it to you guys. Okay, let's say that right now I have a fire punch, and the next stage I have either a fire punch that goes straight to the ground, fire punch that goes straight forward, or a fire punch that drops fireballs from the sky. And then from the next stage after that, let's say if I pick the fire punch on the ground, I will be able to chain that fire punch to turn into a volcano ability or earthquake ability. I don't know. The trailer explains it a lot more better, so I know what the system is, I just don't know how to explain it to you guys. So that's where the problem is. So, you know, it also pretty much shows the open world system, which is pretty much the definition of an MMORPG. The world map literally screams MMORPG. You're not bound into a dungeon. You're able to walk around, explore, use various things. Like you're able to mine, craft. It's an MMO, but it's in the quad view. I don't understand why people are finding it so difficult to understand. I have absolutely no idea. There's also gonna be puzzles in this game, and that's something that's kind of got me a little bit hyped. Especially the dark room, where the guy went to the dark room, but you had to figure out which way to go because there are invisible walls that are blocking your way. This game is super. It's gonna be amazing. I am super hyped for it. I cannot wait for the English version to have its betas, because I am gonna be signing up ASAP. I actually have nothing else to talk about. Everything else has kind of been clarified. Okay, I could also talk about the raid system, which is pretty much the Guardian raid system. So in this game, the high level tier monsters are known as Guardians, and there are many versions of the Guardians. In this video, they showed off the Berrytooth, which is kind of like an ice type fish monster. I don't know, but it's the type of dungeons you'll be able to do, and I'm assuming these monsters will drop specific items to their type. So let's say, you know, they might be able to drop an ice weapon that does damage, you know, special animation damage. I have absolutely no idea there. I'm just spitballing here. I have the information, I just don't know how to explain it to you guys. So there's two types. There's the Guardian raid system, which is pretty much what you guys see. There's not cinematic to it. It's just like an open dungeon place where the monster comes out. Team has to organize a way to beat the monster. Then there's the dungeon system with the cinematic experience. So it's like, it's like playing a storyline, and then in between that there'll be cutscenes coming in and out. So that's the easiest way for me to explain it to you guys. So You know, there's also PvP. I've already talked about the PvP. I'm truly hyped for the PvP. I just hope it's balanced. I just hope it's balanced. That's all I'm hoping for. That is all I'm hoping for, just for it to be balanced. Now, there have been questions being asked to me of whether or not you'll be able to customize your character, and I assume that you will be able to. You should be able to customize your character by the way it looks. Like, I don't think they'll allow 10 battle masters to run around looking exactly the same. So I'm assuming you'll be able to, like, clothes, maybe change the color of your clothing, something like that. I don't want to guarantee it to you guys, but I'm guaranteeing that there should be some sort of a customization system. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I've pretty much analyzed pretty much the video. If you have any specific things that you guys want me to talk about, let me know in the comment sections below. I'll try and I'll try and talk about it. Is there anything I forgot? I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, you'll be able to have pets. Yeah, there's actually a part of the video that shows that you're able to pretty much own a pet. So that's something interesting. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to keep up with information about Lost Ark, and you're also interested in other stuff that I do, because you know I don't focus on just one thing. I do a variation of stuff. Make sure you subscribe and like the video because it helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.